Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, dear devotees, thank you very much for your kind association. Please accept my humble obeisances at your lotus feet. Vancha kalpatarubhyascha kripa sindhubhya eva cha patitanam pavanebhyo vaishnavebhyo namo namaha. Ananta Koti Vaishnavrinda ki jai. Om Ajnanatimirandhasya Jnananjana Shalakaya Chakshurunmilitam Yena Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha. Namah Vishnupadaya Krishna Pristhaya Bhutale Shrimate Bhaktivedanta Swaminiti Namine. Namaste Saraswati Deve Gauravani Pracharine Nirvishesha Shunyavadi Paschatya Deshatarine. जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर श्रीवासादि गौर भक्तवृंद. हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम 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 हरे हरे. Dear devotees, by the mercy of Srila Prabhupada and Shri Radha Shyam Sundar, we are continuing our reading of Shri Brhad Bhagavatamrta by Srila Sanatana Goswami. Narad Muni praises the Yadavas. Dear devotees, we are reading how, at the behest of the Pandavas, Shripad Narad Muni comes to Dwarka. He comes to the Sudharma assembly hall where the Yadus notice the arrival of Sri Narad Muni. Immediately they get up, they hold his hand and they usher him into the Sudharma assembly hall, request him to sit on a very beautiful, divine chair of honor, Divya, Mahadivyasan. However, Shripad Narad Muni, out of his humility, declines. He says, no, 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 I cannot sit on this big asana. I will sit on the floor. So, honoring his request, they allow him to sit on the floor and they all also sit down on the floor around him. And now Shri Narad Muni will speak. So let's see what happens. Devar Shri Pravaro Mibhi Puja Dravyam Samaritam Natva Sanyalir Utthaya Vinito Muhurahatan. When the Yadus, the Yadu heroes, brought paraphernalia for worship of Sri Narad Muni, at that time, Devarshi Narad, the chief sage among the gods, bowed his head to the paraphernalia with folded hands. Puja Dravyam Natva. He offered his pranam to the worship paraphernalia like dhoop, deep, pushpa, ityadi. Sri Narad Muni then stood up and humbly spoke to them at length. Utthaya means he stood up, and Vinito, with great humility, he spoke to the Yadavas. Shri Narada Uvacha Bho Krishna Padabjamahanukampita Loko Taramam Adhuna Dayatvam Yashmakameva Vivaratam Yathaham Kirtim Pragayan Jagati Bhrameyam. Shri Narad Muni said to the Yadus, Bho Krishna Padabja Maha Anukampita. O greatest receivers of the mercy of Sri Krishna's lotus feet, you are all transcendental persons, Lokottara. You are transcendental. Today, please be merciful to me. Please be merciful to me. Please bless me that I may wander always throughout the universe, constantly singing your glories. Hare Krishna. Dayadhvam yashmakam. Please show me your mercy and bless me so that I can avirat, I can constantly kirtim pragayan, I can constantly sing kirti yashmakam, your kirti. Jagati, throughout the world, Brahmayam, as I wander. Bless me that I can travel all over the world just glorifying all of you, O Yadus, because you are Shri Krishna Padabja Maha Anukampita. You are the recipients of the greatest mercy of Krishna. Commentary. Shri Narad Muni would rather not waste time glorifying anyone but the Yadavas, because now he has seen all the various levels of devotees in increasing order of their greatness and devotion. And so far, the best devotees that he has seen are the Yadus, who are none other than Krishna's own family. Krishna's own family. Others are pining for Krishna's attention. They are constantly with Krishna. They have right over Krishna, being his family members. Aho alam shlagyatamam yadokulam chakasti vaikuntha nivasitopi yat मनुष्यलोको यदनुग्रहादयम् विलग्य वैकुण्ठमतीव राजते. Indeed, this family of the Yadus is most praiseworthy. Shlagya means you are most praiseworthy, worth glorifying. Vaikuntha nivasitah api. Vaikuntha nivasitah api. You are more glorious, Shlagya tamam. Shlagya means glorious, praiseworthy, and tamam means superlative, most. O Yado Kulam, O Yadu Kulam, you are most Shlagya tamam, most praiseworthy, even Vaikuntha Nivasita api, even more than the residents of Vaikuntha. You are more radiant, Chakasti. You are more radiant than the residents of Vaikuntha. By your grace, this world of men, Manushya Loka, has surpassed Vaikuntha. Vilangya means to surpass. Vaikuntha, this material world, planet Earth, the world of men, because of you, Yadus, you have built your Dwarka here. Earth has surpassed Vaikuntha and attained supreme glory. This Dwarka island is more radiant, more glorious, more opulent than even Vaikuntha. This Manushalok has become more glorious than Vaikuntha. Vaikuntha Ativa Rajate. It has become more glorious than Vaikuntha because you are here as Yadus, as Dwarkavasis. Commentary. In Vaikuntha, the personality of Godhead has many splendid associates, whose character and opulence are universally praiseworthy and attractive. Sri Narad Muni is surprised to see that the earthly inhabitants of Dwarka are still more exalted than Garudji and other Vaikuntha associates. The Yadavas have mercifully spread pure devotional service to Krishna throughout Martyalok, the world of short lived human beings. The world is called Martyalok. There is death at every step. Ahastani chahastanam, apadani chatushpadam, falguni atra mahatam, jivo jivasya jivanam. Ahastani sahastanam. Those living entities that don't have hands are food for those living entities that have hands. Ahastani sahastana. For example, trees and plants may not have hands, but animals like monkeys, they have hands, they will eat the fruits. Ahastani sahastanam. Apadani chatuspadam. Those living entities who don't have feet, again, like the trees, plants, grass, they don't have feet. Chatushpadam, they are food for those with 4 feet. And there are animals who use their hands, like their claws, to bring down their prey, like a grizzly bear, tiger, lion, leopard. They use their hands, their paws, their forelegs, they are like hands, to grapple and pull down their prey with their claws of their hands. Whereas animals who are prey, like deer, like bison, they don't have hands because they have only 4 legs. They don't have claws on their hands. So they are food for those who have hands, like the tiger and lion. Ahastani sahastanam. That is the meaning also. That a deer who doesn't use hands, only has 4 legs, is food for those animals like tiger and lion who do have hands with sharp claws. Ahastani sahastanam. In this way, Phalguni atra mahatam, those who are Phalguni, those who are small and weak, mahatam, they are food for the big. Small fish is food for the big fish. Phalguni atra mahatam. They could be small in strength, small in size. Doesn't matter. For example, a bison is larger than a tiger, but a tiger can bring down a bison because it is mahatam in strength. It is greater in strength. Sometimes lions, they are so small compared to a giraffe, but they can bring down a giraffe also. So, Phalguni Atra Mahatam, anybody who is smaller in size or weaker in strength is food for the stronger. Phalguni Atra Mahatam, Jivo Jivasya Jivanam. In this way, one Jiva is food for another Jiva, which means everybody is killing everybody. The grass is being killed by the deer. The deer is being killed by the tiger. The tiger is being killed for sport by the man. The man is being killed by the blood-sucking mosquito by giving malaria. Or some bacteria or virus will kill the man. Or sometimes a tiger may kill the man. Or a man may kill a man. A strong man may kill a weak man. Or time will kill all because time is stronger than all. Phalguni Mahatam. But the fact of the matter is Jivo Jivasya Jivanam. One living entity is food for another living entity in this material world. Whether you are a vegetarian, a vegan, or a Atkins diet, or intermittent fasting, or whatever your diet may be, you are eating life. Therefore, even being a vegan, there is sin. Being a vegetarian, there is sin. There is no sin only when you are a Krishna prasaditarian, when you offer to Krishna and eat Krishna prasad, things that Krishna has approved, patram pushpam phalam toyam. Only then there is no sin. Yad karoshi yadashnashi tat kurushva madarpanam. Yadne shishtashena santo muchyante sarva kilbishay. Only those who eat prasad are safe. Otherwise, there is sin, less or bigger sin in this world. Vegans have less sin. Those who eat meat are getting bigger sin, much bigger sin. But everything is sinful because unless you offer it to Krishna, there is a sin because everything is meant for Krishna. Bhoktaram yajna tapasam sarvaloka maheshwaram. Suridam sarvabhutanam nyatva mam shanti pritchati. Thus they have made this mortal realm more splendorous than Vaikuntha. The devotees of Vaikuntha are certainly favored by the Supreme Lord, but not as much as the devotees of Dwarka. That is Narad Muni's nirnay. That is Narad Muni's assessment. That yes, the entities of Vaikuntha, Nitya Siddhas, they are very fortunate, but not as much as the Dwarkavasis. Vrittadharitri bhavati safala prayasa yasyam janur vasati kelichaya kilaisham yesham mahaharirayam nivasan griheshu kutrapi purvamakritai ramate viharai. Most fortunate Mother Earth, Dharitri, most fortunate Mother Earth, by your faithful endeavors, these Yadus have manifest upon your surface their birth, residence, and pleasing acts. Janu means their birth, Janma. Vasati, their residence, and Keli, their pastimes. These Yadus have manifested on you, O Dharitri, O Mother Earth, because of your fruitful endeavors. Saphala Prayasa. Your faithful endeavors. Why? Because you went and prayed. You went and prayed to Lord Brahma, who in turn prayed to Lord Vishnu that please, please, earth has become overburdened with sinful Kshatriyas. Please help. Then Krishna, along with his eternal associates from Nitya Dwarka of Vaikuntha, appeared on earth. Therefore, Saphala Prayasya. Your endeavors have successful of prayer. You made Sri Hari descend here. Which Hari? Mahahari Ayam Nivasan. Mahahari, the original Hari. Just like among the three Purusha Vishnus, the original Karanadaksha Vishnu is called Mahavishnu. Similarly, Hari has many forms, but Mahahari means the original Hari, Shri Krishna. The Supreme Lord Hari resides in their homes and enjoys with them unprecedented transcendental pastimes. In each palace of Dwarka, Lord Hari lives as Krishna and performs various pastimes, like a family man to them, always staying with them. Sri Narad Muni's shifting moods of ecstasy lead him momentarily to stop addressing the Yadavas and turn instead to the planet Earth, upon whom Sri Dwarka Dham has descended. See, the word used is descended. Dwarka eternally is there in Golok Vrindavan. Golok Vrindavan has Gokul Vrindavan, Mathura, Dwarka, Jagannath Puri, and Nitya Navadvip. These five sectors are there in Golok Vrindavan, which is the highest planet, highest realm of Vaikuntha. So now Sri Narad Muni is glorifying Mother Earth, where Sri Dwarkadham has descended from Golok Vrindavan. The presiding goddess of the earth, Bhudevi, is certainly familiar with the Leelas of Lord Narayan in Vaikuntha and the Leelas of his various avatars. She has witnessed many of these pastimes, and from the Puranas, she knows others. For example, she has witnessed how Lord Vishnu came as Vamanadev on earth, how Lord Vishnu came as Narasimhadev on earth, how Lord Vishnu came to reside as Lord Venkateshwar in Tirupati on earth, and Lakshmi Devi came as Mahalakshmi of Kolhapur. So all these pastimes Bhudevi knows how Lord Vishnu came as Lord Varahadev and married her. So many pastimes Mother Earth has experienced, witnessed because they happened on her, on Earth planet. And many pastimes she has read in the Puranas and she knows how Lord Hari rescued Gajendra. That she has not seen personally because it happened on another planet, but she has heard it. When Srimad Bhagavatam is recited anywhere on earth, Mother Earth is witness. She is listening. So she knows. She has witnessed many of these pastimes, and from the Purana, she knows other pastimes. But what she sees now in the sacred district of Dwarka is altogether unprecedented. The Lord of the spiritual and material universes consorting with his servants as their intimate family person, relative, unprecedented. येषां दर्शनसम्भाषा स्पर्शानुगमनासनैः भोजनोद्वाह शयनैस्तथान्यैर्दैहिकैर्दृढैः दुश्छेद्यै प्रेमसम्बन्धैर् बद्धस्वर्गापवर्गेच्छां छित्त्वा भक्तिं विवर्धयन् कृष्णो विस्मृतवैकुण्ठो विलासय स्वैरनुक्षणम् नवं नवम् अनिर्वाच्यं वितनोति सुखम महत्. Shri Narad Muni continues speaking. Shri Krishna has now forgotten Vaikuntha, for he is bound by intense, unbreakable, loving exchanges with these Yadus. So Shri Narad Muni in his ecstasy is standing in front of the Yadus. He is surrounded by the Yadus. He's standing up and giving a discourse to the Yadus, and he's speaking to earth. He's speaking to earth. Krishna has forgotten Vaikuntha, for he is bound by intense, unbreakable, loving exchanges with these Yadus. He sees the Yadus, touches them, talks with them, sits with them, eats with them, sleeps with them, and follows them when they walk, takes part in their marriage ceremonies, and shares in their activities of ordinary life. Darshana sees them, Sambhash, he talks to them, Sparsha touches them, Anugamana, he walks behind them, Asana, he sits with them, Bhojana, he eats with them, Udvaha, marriages, he participates in marriage, 10 sons, one daughter from each wife in 16,108 palaces. Every son has to be married. And then he's seeing proposals. From Vidarbha, this proposal has come. From here, this proposal has come. There, this proposal has come. No. This proposal is. He's having discussions about marriage of his sons and daughter. And then he becomes a grandfather. And each of those 10 sons and one daughter, they have another 10 sons and one daughter. So from each son, he has got 10 grandsons and one granddaughter. And they have to be married. And then their wives, family functions. He's a complete family man, busy with them, enjoying family life. And they're all perfect devotees. These relations are more tangible than the yogi's union with him in meditation. Yogis can just capture Krishna momentarily in their meditation, but that Krishna is living with these yadus as their relative. His husband, his father to them, his son to them, his uncle to them, his father in law, his grandfather. So amazing. Thus, by his pastimes, Krishna spreads among the yadus infinite pleasure, ever fresh and indescribable, destroying any desire they might have for heaven or liberation, and increasing more and more their devotion to him. By these pastimes, Krishna was just spreading the infinite pleasure of the yadus, ever fresh, indescribable, something or the other is always happening. Shri Krishna descended to earth not only for his own enjoyment, but also to give pleasure to his devotees. Some of the yadus might once have harbored desires to attain the higher celestial worlds and associate with Krishna there. Some of the yadus, in fact, had descended from the planets of the demigods. So, in their human pastimes, they might naturally have felt an urge to return to heaven. But after they lived for some time with Krishna in Dwarka, such unsuitable desires in their hearts dissolved. The Yadus lost every trace of interest and liberation from the cycle of samsara because they wanted never to be deprived of the opportunity to take birth again and again in the company of Krishna. This is the state of consciousness of someone who has experienced Keli pastimes, the Leelas of Sri Krishna, the playful pastimes of Krishna. They don't want liberation. They don't want heavenly planets. Nanaka prishtham nachaparyameshtham. They don't want anything of this material world. They don't even want liberation. Apunar va. They don't want. Now, many of the devatas had taken birth in the Yadu family and associating with the Nitya Siddha Yadus. Some Yadus came from the spiritual world with Krishna. Some Yadus were the devatas who had taken birth on the order of Krishna, that I am going to appear on earth to relieve the burden of earth. All of you can expand and take birth also on earth so that you can assist me in my pastimes. Those Yadus got to associate with Shri Krishna. Those Yadus got to associate with the eternal Yadus, Nitya Siddha Yadus of Vaikuntha. And by that association, these Yadus also lost all interest in going back to heaven, lost all interest even in liberation. They were now completely in love with Krishna. The Yadu's meditation on Krishna is much more strongly focused than the dharana and samadhi of yogis. Those who practice Ashtanga Yoga, dharana, samadhi, these are the highest stages. Whereas impersonal meditators fall prey to various distractions, even in their so called perfection of samadhi, Shri Krishna's devotees in Dwarka, in their Krishna samadhi, cannot be shaken in any way, at any time, by anyone or anything. Nothing can distract their meditation because at every moment they experience the incomparable happiness of Krishna consciousness. To achieve limited versions of spiritual perfection with dimensions of happiness that are monotonous and meager compared to pure devotional service, conditioned souls must undergo disciplines like the eightfold yoga processes, starting with Yam Niyam. The Yadus, however, have purely spiritual bodies and therefore have no need to submit their bodies and minds to yoga discipline. They're eternal friends of Yogeshwar, the master of all yoga. Instead of struggling to cultivate some inward meditation, in the company of Krishna, they effortlessly enjoy in various ways with all their senses. As recorded in Srimad Bhagavatam 10, 82, 29, and 30, King Yudhishthir Maharaj tells the Yadavas, यद्विश्रुति श्रुति नुतेदमलं पुनाति पादावने जनपयश्च वचश्च शास्त्रम् भूकालभर्जितभगा पियदङ्घ्रिपद्म स्पर्शोत्थशक्तिर् अहिवर्षति नोऽखिलार्थान् तद्दर्शनस्पर्शनानुपथ प्रजल्प शय्यासनाशनश सयौन सपिण्ड बन्धः येषां गृहे निरयवर्त मणिवर्ततां वः स्वर्गापवर्गविरमा स्वयमास विष्णुः. The water that has washed his feet, the words he speaks in the form of the revealed scriptures, his fame as broadcast by the Vedas, this thoroughly purify this universe. Although the earth's good fortune was ravaged by time, the touch of his lotus feet has revitalized her, and thus she is raining down on us the fulfillment of all our desires. The same Lord Vishnu, who makes one forget the goals of heaven and liberation, has now entered into material and blood relationships with you who otherwise travel on the hellish path of family life. Indeed, in these relationships, you see, you touch him directly, you walk beside him, converse with him, and together with him sit at ease, lie down to rest, and take your meals. Hare Krishna. Shri Yudhishthir Maharaj is glorifying the good fortune of earth. In these two verses spoken during the meeting of Krishna's devotees at Kurukshetra, Maharaj Yudhishthir congratulates the Yadavas for the supreme fortune of their intimacy with Krishna. The water that has washed Krishna's feet in the form of the river Ganga purifies the whole universe of its sins. His instructions in the form of the Vedas educate human society to the standard of natural spiritual life free from illusion. Tasmat Shastram Pramanam Te Karya Karyam Vyavastita. But despite his constant presence in these two forms, as Ganga and Vedas, in course of time the earth picks up from the creatures she supports more sinful contamination than she can bear. Her glory then becomes a mere shadow of what it was. To deliver the earth from misfortune, therefore, Sri Krishna appears in the Yadu dynasty. Just by the touch of Krishna's lotus feet, earth regains her former strength and can once again shower the Lord's devotees with the fulfillment of their needs and desires. The Yadus, especially, are so satisfied living on the earth with Krishna that they entirely forget about heaven and liberation. They prefer to stay entangled in their relations with him through marriage, sayona, and birth, sapinda. What is the need of liberation when you are with Krishna? Yesterday we were talking about Kolavicha Sridhar. When he was offered liberation, he says, what will I do with liberation? I am with you. That is better than liberation. Shayasana tanalapa krida snana shanadishu vartamana apiswanye Krishna premna smarantina. While eating, sleeping, sitting, walking, speaking, bathing, enjoying diversions, the Yadus are so absorbed in pure love for Krishna that they even forget their own families and possessions. Hare Krishna. In pure love for Krishna, Krishna premna smaranti na. They don't even remember their own family and possessions, which means they are not attached to their own possessions and families because they're always absorbed in Krishna. While eating, they're absorbed in Krishna. While sleeping, they're absorbed in Krishna. While sitting, they're absorbed in Krishna. While walking, speaking, bathing, enjoying even entertainment, diversions, they're absorbed in Krishna. This is how Krishna conscious the Yadus are. Commentary. Love for Krishna is a deep ocean. Shri Radha Govinda Preme Sada Jena Bhasi. May I always float in the ocean of Radha Govinda Prem. Love for Radha Govinda. Love for Krishna is an ocean in which his pure devotees dive to their heart's content. Thus, fully immersed in Krishna consciousness, the Yadus were oblivious of their material assets, including their families and their own bodies. All the riches in this world could not divert their attention. All the riches could not divert their attentions. This statement by Sri Narad Muni parallels Sri Shukdev Goswami's words at the end of the 10th canto of Srimad Bhagavatam 10, 9046. Shaya sanatana lapa kreda snana shanadishu navidu santamatmanam vrishnaya krishna chetasaha. The Vrishnis were so absorbed in Krishna consciousness that while sleeping, sitting, walking, conversing, playing, bathing, eating, and so on, they forgot their own bodies. Hare Krishna. Na vidu santam atmanam. They are not aware of themselves. Vrishnaya Krishna chetasa. The Vrishnis were not aware. Why? Because Krishna chetasa. They were Krishna conscious. They were not aware of their own bodies. Na vidu atmanam. Thus Krishna once told his wife Satyabhama, Ete hi yadava sarve madgana eva bhamini sarvada matpriya devi mattulya gunashalina. Dear willful goddess, every one of these Yadavas is my eternal associate. They are always dear to me, and their virtues are equal to my own virtues. Hare Krishna. Yadavas sarve madgana. They are my people. Therefore, Sri Narad Muni is saying that Krishna considers all of you his own. He is one of you. Therefore, there is nobody as fortunate as you all. And then what happens further, what Sri Narad Muni says, and then what the Yadus say, Krishna willing, we will see tomorrow. Thank you very much, dear devotees, for your kind association. Have a wonderful Krishna conscious day. Jai Srila Prabhupada.
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna,
Bhagavatamrta ki
Prabhuji.
jai.
Dhanwad, Prabhuji.
Hare Krishna. Thank you. Srila Sanatan Goswami ki jai, Srila Prabhupada.